Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome back to a Stargate Pegasus Chronicles. So, I've been putting off this game for a little bit because I was waiting. The last couple of times we've done this, we've done it on hard. And, well, the last campaign, the Anubis campaign, the Earth campaign, we did on hard. And both times we got slapped by the patch gods. Now, so I'm putting this one on medium. We're giving ourselves 10 grand to start. Obviously, starting tech levels is what it is. But yeah, we're putting it on medium. We're beating the Wraith. And let's get going. It's essentially the galactic conquest over 4 galaxies. The Ida Galaxy, the galaxy the Ori come from, who is eluding me now that I'm going to say it. And, of course, the other two, the Milky Way and Andromeda. And Andromeda? God, Pegasus Galaxy. Jeez, can you tell? Can you tell where my brain is today? To be fair, I was going to go live about 10 minutes ago, but alright, let's turn on all the things. Get the Wraith Queen in with her fleet. So, there are things that we need to do. Actually, do I want the one with a fleet, or do I just want her with the troops? I think I want her with the troops. And let's move. But yeah, as you can see, this map is huge. Absolutely huge. We've got the System Lords, we've got Anubis starting over here, the Ori, the Replicators. Of course, we have the Assyrians, Ori all the way over here. It's been a while since I played this, so I might be a bit rusty.
I am your queen.
I'm likely going to be a bit rusty, just, FYI.
Very well. Is that understood? Now.
This is a world that's not going to get attacked repeatedly, so,
Very well. Is that understood?
And yes, we have the Wraith Queen herself.
Yes, I want them destroyed.
Infantry, which
good.
At least I feel better than our own infantry.
Now, keep firing.
It's going to attack move. I could have auto resolved this, but I want to preserve my troops.
Escort me.
It should be over
Very
here,
well.
The main base, because it normally is.
Is that understood?
It isn't.
Now.
Huh.
Escort me.
That's
very well.
Rare.
Is that understood?
Normally on this world, the building platforms there, unless there is no building platform, of course.
Escort me. Very well.
Building slots.
Is that understood? Now. Escort me.
Have they all? Yeah, they've all got it.
Is that understood? Now. Escort me. I am your queen. Very well. Is that understood? Now.
Well, that's fine. It gives her a chance to recharge her ability.
Very well.
And there they are. Right, stop. Gotta love it. I was gonna stop the fast forward there, but I did it a bit too quick. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Oh well, we can still win this fight. It's only 2 cruisers. He says with a bit of chagrin, and we get a Wraith Hive because of course we do. Her model is slightly larger than the other models. I do like her weapon boost ability. And because these are rebels, they will not retreat.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
In this, I'm sure. As I've said, all living things must eat.
We'll see where the enemy fleet is, likely just somewhere in front of us. There they are.
We're already Wraith.
Target your engines. Oh, that's not your engines. That is.
You may begin.
Right, let's stop.
Require our food to agree with us.
Open fire! All batteries! Yeah, practically wiped out a single cruiser, heavily damaged another. The Wraith do regenerate like always, so you have to be a little bit careful. How much are you going to transfer target to this guy?
Begin.
What do you call much better?
Yeah, just
Must
let's
feel
go.
hunger by now.
There are many Wraiths who hunger.
You may begin.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
Stop. She's missing terribly. I'm surprised it hasn't used its ability. It has an anti-fighter black reel, which is extremely devastating, but she's not used it, so... Well, they haven't used it even. Yeah, and this is a comfortable fight. There are a few fights here which are very not comfortable. Be uncomfortable? My brain today. Feel off the levels. And they're down. Lost a couple of darts, but they're free, so here we go. Next target's going to be, if I remember, probably over here. Although this gives Wraith infantry auto regeneration, so maybe it's there. We'll see. Ooh, my water. Holy hell, I didn't mean to put my water there. My water bottle just fell against the PC. That is terrible. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Ah. I thought that had mines on it. Well, it's got the symbol for mines on it, but there are no mines. So, okay. Do we have any scouts? We don't. And scouts are 500 apiece. Unlike, elsewhere where they are just 100. Right. I could use elite infantry, but once we use the elite infantry, we don't have the means currently to replace them. Where do I not have? Apparently I didn't have the research centre up. Huh, I thought that was built automatically. Apparently not. I will build some of these actually, rather than the research centre. Oh dear, got an itchy nose.
Good.
Right,
Is that understood?
let's get going.
Now. Escort me.
Just be prepared to hit this button should the need
Very
come.
well. Is that understood?
But whatever.
Escort me. Very well. Yes.
Again, elite rebel soldiers are dead. However, there's 2 rebel cruisers there. We only have 600, which is not a good start. I mean, it's the second battle, so yeah, you know.
In this, I'm sure we are soon.
There are many
Wait,
Wraiths who hunger. Very well.
deployed. Just have them have a
We
look.
don't require strong food to agree with us.
You may may
The reason there's
begin.
no music is because it's all,
What do you
you
call
know,
your
serious
work?
music. I don't want to run the risk of any copyright or anything. Probably not. I don't want to take any risks.
As I've said, all living things must eat.
And they're running away. They'll turn around eventually, but
Much better.
as evidence, open fire. Maximum firepower. This costs full regeneration in exchange for a lot of firepower. But they're not really attacking us, so it's perfectly fine. And it's worth it, because the firepower is incredible. And she is basically just all but disabled 3 of the enemy ships. So they're going to be destroyed.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
In this, I'm sure we'll see.
There's now only one left,
There are many Wraith.
which is over this way somewhere. It would be annoying if it escaped. There it is. Pause.
You may begin.
Target
We
engines.
don't
You target the smooth
require
engines
our
independently.
food to agree with us.
And just continue to fire at will. As long as its engines are destroyed, we essentially win this fight. I mean, we're always going to win this fight, but you know, we don't have to chase them over the map, is what I'm saying.
What do you call
Yeah.
your work?
Sometimes it's, you know, Empireatwar AI, so sometimes they are a little bit derpy.
You must feel hunger by now.
And because these are the heavy weapons, they're very slow. Our powder weapons, yeah, even with the regeneration, they're doing 99 and it's immediately regenerating back 100%.
There are many Wraith who hunger. Very well.
Bring you guys up here,
Yes. Very well.
find the cruiser.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
Your
Ah.
will is strong. Is it valid?
There we go. That's done. Da-da-da-da. Right, Elysia. I believe Elysia is defended by someone specific. I think Elysia's actually got decent defenses. I think it's called Envoy? It will essentially is in a modified cruiser. Oh, an actual threat of a modified cruiser. One that's genuinely going to be a problem for us in the short term. Once we defeat him, he becomes ours, so... Scouts. Do I actually want to pay for a scout? I think I will. I can't remember whether this acts like the same...
Very well.
Recon over there, and that's 300 just wasted. Oh, there's nobody on the ground. Okay, that works for me. Send you over there. Let's waste another 375. Sorry, do it 2 more. If we're gonna... Let's build those as well. You're captured. We cannot take this because this has an orbital factory. Basically, it's going to ship you out in orbit, which is very heavily armed, plus multiple cruisers and several hives. So, yeah, we're not taking that.
Very well.
We've also got to be aware of, I think it's the gas nebula, has essentially specific and very powerful ships. So does the star and, where is it? Black hole. If you've watched the Daedalus effect, it has those ships in it. The ones with the stupidly powerful... What would you even call it? Right. Gonna pay full price for that. We're now getting 760 a turn. These ships are actually quite dangerous against a lot of things, actually. Their shield leech ability is great. We've just conquered a few planets. You've missed a 1, 2 orbital battles and a couple of ground battle. Well, one ground battle. These we took without having to fight anything. Right, I'm going to have to be careful here. We only have so many troops. Can't remember what this has, so... Oh, that got taken instantly, that's fine. Oh, nice. Good. Told him good things, I hope. Or told them good things. Don't know why I always default to him. It's a bad habit I need to start breaking. I'm old and set me wise a lot of the time. Right. We do have a few troops, but not many. Not many. It looks like a lot, but it isn't. It's really not a lot of troops. Do I think I can take this guy down? Yeah. We've already had this fight with 2 cruisers and some of those. Nice. I certainly appreciate it, dude. But yeah, I appreciate... My brain just died. My brain just died. Brain, please reset. This guy. This guy's scary because his ship is armed with 2 heavy turrets, and he also has a ridiculous amount of regeneration. This ship here is, in my opinion, one of the most powerful ships in the whole game. For its class. For its class. If you put it against a battleship, which we have, it can start to struggle, but this can damage my battleship. This is a joke. This is a joke. These 2 are a joke against my battleship. This is a legitimate threat. It won't destroy my battleship, and obviously this character's invincible. Or when she dies, she goes away for a few turns, a few days, and then regenerates. But yeah, it can be rough. This fight could be rough. And for the moment, we've only got the 1 cruiser. We still have this fight to go ahead. And each of these have 2 heavy turrets and a hangar bay as well. So this could be interesting. We could lose ships here. I don't want to, but we could do. I would rather not, but as I say, there is a chance we could lose ships here if we're not careful, or if we get unlucky.
As I've said, all living things must eat.
This guy called Envoy, at the moment he's rebel. We will actually get command of him, and this is one of the... You know in games when you get command of the enemy and they're absolutely terrible? In this, he is just as strong for you as he is against you, and I really like that. That's one reason I love this mod and a lot of the mods around this game. Because yeah, he's as powerful against you as he is working for you. But I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Well, when we find him anyway. You'll be able to see it. You'll be able because his hull regeneration is incredible. Right. This is a normal cruiser. It's got 3 medium batteries, which are fairly okay. They're good for anti-fighter, okay for anti-ship. This guy has 2 medium batteries, but he's also got the heavy batteries. He's basically a light cruiser with battleship firepower. And the important part about this guy is his hull regeneration. he has a speed boost if he decides to use it. But his blooming regeneration is ridiculous. You know,
We'll
I'll get
leave
to
as
show
soon
that
as
in
you
a
are
minute.
ready.
You must feel hunger.
The other guys are running away from us. This guy is coming right out because he knows. Right, that's how much damage we've done just briefly. Look at that regeneration. So we're doing less than 1% damage. We're doing about 1% damage to this guy. All powder weapons. This is with my special ability, by the way, which is all powder weapons. And we still have to take these engines out. There we go. Finally, we took his engines out. And the battleship has taken damage.
As I've said,
It's not much damage, but it's damage.
Take us to hyperspace. I do so enjoy our food.
You know, you can't say
I
it's
do
nothing.
so
It's damage. Damage is damage. It doesn't matter. There you go. Powder weapons. Target the light cruisers.
When fired into an
Use your flak ability to destroy his engines. It's 5 light cruisers, well, 5 corvettes. These are the best anti-fighter ships in the game because that flak ability is incredible. Oh, we've got the bug with the basically gone. Oh no, it's working. These turrets are too close to the target, so they can't actually find purchase. But now that we're actually turning,
There are many Wraith.
fire.
Begin.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
I make it a practice to trust no one I do not know.
The ship's been damaged, but it is regenerating. 51, 2. There we go. Right, time to bring the other ships in.
We'll leave
Stop.
as soon as you are ready.
Stop.
I make it a practice.
Turn
I'm
and
afraid
fire.
I do not know.
Yeah, even under fire from the fleet, his batteries are still fine.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
I'm actually going to attack this heavy
When fired
man.
into an enemy vessel,
that.
the weapon caused explosive decompression in the targeted.
Oh, it's turning. That's a problem.
You must feel hunger.
Battleship is still taking damage. Oh, it's targeting my cruiser. That's not good. Turn fire. All powder weapons.
We don't require our
Yeah,
food
turn around.
to agree with us.
All powder weapons. Powder weapons.
Very well.
He's standing up to our fleet's combined firepower. All the other cruisers have melted. This guy is just standing up and doesn't care. He's got the corvettes attacking him. He's on a light cruiser hull by. So it's a frigate hull, but technically it's a Wraith cruiser, so it's a light cruiser. Lore-wise, it's a light cruiser. But yeah, well, battleship. That was red. It's only because she's got an additional regeneration too. And this is, bearing in mind, we've taken out most of the turrets.
When fired into an enemy vessel, the weapon caused explosive decompression in the targeted compartment.
Yeah. Finally he's down.
There are many
Fighters.
Wraith.
You may begin.
There's
We'll leave as soon as
a
you are
couple of
ready.
fighters
Take us
left,
to
and that's
trust no
it.
one I do not know.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
Here we go. But yeah, look, she's what? Third of a health's gone? Quarter of a health's gone? My Lord Olesia is now part of our empire. The former administrator of this protectorate has joined to serve as your envoy. He is now part of the fleet, which I love. But he stood up to all that firepower. Right. On the bright side, we can now... I'm not going to build an indoctrination camp here. I'm going to build resources. if I remember correctly, each one of these adds 100 to the planet's value. So, you know, we should get 1,200 by the time these are finished. Actually, let's skip time forward. Yeah, they add 100. And technology has improved. We're now level 2 tech, which is great. I'm going to send you back. Right. Okay. Build a couple of cruisers. They're 1,500 each, unfortunately. And let's just build some of these as well. For when we actually do get on the ground. This, if I'm not mistaken, here is a... if you've ever watched Stargate Atlantis and seen the Daedalus... Oh god, what's it called? The Daedalus Daedalus something. Daedalus effect, that's it. They're attacked by cybernetic beings, and they're in this nebula. At least they were last patch. I haven't played this in a little bit. I want one more cruiser. Actually, I can pop that. Let's pop a couple of scouts. That still gives us enough cash to go and do other bits. So I want to. Yes. Cyborg cruiser. Ship belongs to an unknown race based somewhere in the Pegasus galaxy. The hull's thick, the shields are powerful enough to withstand limited amount of punishment from a mighty Asgard beams. 3 heavy plasma throwers. Fire green spheres of pure energy to hostile ships. Yeah, they also have fighters. They have very strong fighters. Which factions are against you in the game? Most of them, actually. Most of them. You have the actual replicators, the regular replicators over here in the Ida Galaxy. And over here, you've got the bug replicators. You have the Asurans at Asurus. I believe once you get close to the Asuran homeworld, these guys will actually activate and start producing ships. So in this patch we should get attacked by the Asurans. There's the Ori over here, and yes, Ori motherships are as terrifying here as they are anywhere else. They're genuinely scary. They can take on multiple capital ships and just shrug it off. Obviously, there's the Tori of Earth. There's also Anubis over here. And the system laws just generally in this direction here. I do want another couple of ships before I go trying to take these guys on. Because these guys are scary. The moon base, I don't think we need to take this on, but I want to see what's there. It's the moon base out that episode with the... Can't remember the name of the episode, but basically... Ooh. Rebel destroyers. These are actually quite scary. These have a heavy turret. They've got no fighters, but they also have a powered weapon ability. But yeah, this is the space shuttle episode where the people are trapped in a Wraith storage device. Now that I think about it, people are strapped in a Wraith storage device to the plot they used a couple of times. Not that I'm complaining. Light blues are rebels, yes. I'm pretty sure this is I get damage reduction. Infantry get damage reduction of... You know what? Change the plan. I don't remember what's here. I think what's here is heavy units. If it is... I still have to take Lagos and push down to Denebria anyway. Or Dordana, sorry, not Denebria. You know what, that'll do. Let's push. I will say... Right. Oh god, I'm gonna cough. Atlantis is down here, Atlantia. And yes, you can actually raise it. If you're playing as Earth, you can raise a city and you can actually have the city fight for you. Yes, you can. If you're playing as Earth, you can get the city ship. You can also, if you're playing as Earth, you can also get either there's two specific capital ships. There's I can't remember what it is, but there's basically not an O'Neill class. There's an experimental Asgard capital ship, and then there's also a human capital ship out the books. It's out the books, and I can't remember its name. Right, let's... Do I just want to secure my orbit? Yeah, solid, let's go. We'll find out what's there eventually. The rebels don't move, they're stationary, but they have a lot of firepower in that stationary position. Oh, I need to stop coughing. Where's my tea? Can't beat a good cup of builder's tea. Here we go. We need to get out this nebula. Actually, do we?
Require our food.
Do we need to get out the nebula?
Agree with us.
Actually, is this technically a nebula? Or is it just a nebula effect? I think it might just be a nebula effect. No, let's just
What do you
do
call
what we're doing.
your world?
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
Your will is strong.
Stop. Maximum firepower.
Take us to hyperspace.
Cruiser. Deploy the cruisers. Nope, I don't want to deploy those. Deploy the cruisers.
Take us to hyperspace. Take us to hyperspace.
Let's gang up on just one of them at once.
Take us to hyperspace.
There are many Wraith.
Darts. All darts. Over this way.
You may begin.
In this, I'm sure.
All darts. Attack. All cruisers target this ship. All powerful weapons. Envoy deploy.
Take us to hyperspace.
Anti-fighter
I
ships
do
deploy.
so enjoy our duels.
There he goes. Clomp, clomp, clomp. Shields down.
Form the bridge. Under these conditions, they will suffer heavy losses.
I do so enjoy our duels. I do so enjoy our...
Anti-fighter ships.
Very well. Our enemy will be...
There are many Wraith.
You may begin.
That was a cleaner fight than I was expecting. That was much cleaner than I thought. Because those ships are actually quite scary. Right, Lagos, I believe, next. Well, I could actually... I'm actually going to pull her back. So we get the planetary bonus, so we can actually get some quick scouting. I'll move you up. We can't build anything here. There are a couple of places... Oh, it's a Wraith. I don't... No, only it's the humans. Only the humans can. Unless it's been patched, as I say. I've not played these guys and conquered since the last patch. I've played them a little bit, but I've not gone through a full galactic conquest. I've just been messing around. And I went this way. To be fair, this way is a good tactic, because you get these high-value planets.
Very well.
In order to tech up, I'd have to pay $4 grand. I think I would rather use the money elsewhere at the moment. Yeah, there's definitely a base there, so we don't want to be taking this on. Looks like there's nobody at that place. Okay. If there's nobody there, then we can take it over. What about... I want to see what's there, ship-wise. We know they're going to have a shipyard, which is basically their base. That has 4 heavy cannons, 8 smaller ones, if I remember. Duronia, or Durandia. Basically, this is... You know when Ron and McKay blew up a star system? This is a star system that exploded. Right, I don't see anybody on the ground there. So... let's see if we can take this from the ground. Oh, no, auto-resolve. That's... Oh, we took out Rebel Shuttle. That's fine. Just because it says there isn't anybody doesn't mean there actually isn't anybody. And we exposed to Tida? Setida, even. Right. The Veneer frigate. These are the Asgard breakaways. Take it.
Take us to hyperspace.
The Wraith do have problems against the replicators because the replicators have a nanite weapon, which essentially allows them to take over ships. And your ships don't have any shields on them, so your ships get taken over really quickly. Right, build. Up there. Bloop. These ships can be scary if you let them. That's why we've got so many well, we're at a lower tier, granted, but we've got so many anti-fighter ships on purpose.
We don't require our food.
They'll just come straight to the asteroid field, I think. These are essentially corvettes, but they've got some powerful main armaments. Oh, that was meant to be the pause button. That was meant to be the pause button.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
For what purpose? For what purpose?
Ready, 3, 2, deploy.
Fired into an vessel, the weapon caused explosive decompression in the targeted compartment.
I make it a practice to trust no one. I do not know.
Very well. For what purpose?
Well,
Fired into an enemy vessel, the weapon caused explosive decompression in the targeted compartment.
I do not know.
We'll leave as soon as
Yeah,
you
Mom.
are ready.
For what purpose?
They're actually outrunning the fighters.
Begin.
So we need to target injuries first.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
Did that just fly through? Yes. Yes, they do that. This is an actual gap, so weapons fire from... So if you have a planetary cannon, an orbital cannon, you can actually miss while it's shooting through this gap. I found out the hard way.
We'll leave as
Because
soon
it
as you are
targets
ready.
center mass, and if this stops, I have actually had cannon fire go through there. Which was interesting to say the least. Power the weapons! Die! There we go. A comfortable victory. I don't think we lost anything. No, we didn't. Hey, Nick. Welcome. Yeah, comfy fight. We hit but miss at the same time. Exactly. And for the humans have one of the best ground defenses because they get a nuke which has a massive AoE. But at the same time, if the nuke goes through the enemy ship, it doesn't explode. The nuke is also susceptible to being jammed, which is not fun. Right.
Very well.
The only real place we can go is this way, unless we want to take a major fight here, but I don't fancy the major fight yet. And we're taking up to Tech 3, which means we're going to get destroyers, so I might just... Right, how many ships are there? 3 battleships. They don't have a ground cannon, but they do have a space station, so there's 3 battleships. The space station will summon its own reinforcements, including heavy ships as well. And then we have the ground battle to contend node. They have fighters, we have no fighters. So... Satida's not going to be much better. Satida's going to be just as heavily armoured, if I recall. Because it's also going to have a capital shipyard. Yep. Although they don't have anything on the ground. And if we destroy this guy, we get him. So... Yeah, we can't take this on. We can't. So the only place we can really hit is this way. We can't take this on. We can't take that on. So... Oh, I forgot you could build scouts here. Oh, we just leveled up. Nice. These are amazing. If a fighter gets hit by this, it just explodes. It's great. Ooh, we also get Mantis artillery as well. And finally we get the elite soldiers. Arcturus is going to be troublesome. But you can clone infantry for 1 credit here. So you can basically do... Well, you can spam stuff. So, ooh, we can finally get over here. Nice.
Very well.
Let's see what's over here. I'll build another one there. Just because I can. Are the factions ground vehicles any good? Yes. Yes, they are. You can get tanks. Ironically, Earth doesn't get tanks, but the other races do. So, you know, you can get things like Alkesh to do bombardments, you can get tanks, you can get specific anti-infantry stuff. Right, they've got 3 cruisers just there, and it doesn't look like they've got anything on the ground, but I can't get there. Right. So that was you. Arcturus, I'm pretty sure, is going to have heavy defences. I'm pretty sure Arcturus has got some decent defences in orbit and on the ground, because it's got buildings on the ground. I think it's got a shipyard in orbit. Yeah, Rebel Hive ship. Earth doesn't get any tanks, but it gets Malps with machine guns. It's got 3 different types of Malps. You get a third, which is basically a mobile reinforcement summoner. You get a Malp with a giant shield generator on it, and you also get a Malp with a 50 cal. Why they don't get tanks is because they didn't get tanks in the show. They really should have done, because an Abrams can... Well, things... I think they said something just smaller than an Abrams can get through there. So some of the smaller tanks can actually do it, but they don't in the show, so they don't in the mod. But right now, we need to build up our forces, so... Destroyers. As I say, these guys have a single heavy turret, but that heavy turret is actually covered by the booster weapons, so... They also get 3 light turrets, as it says, and increased armor. So basically, it's one of these on steroids. And then there's also Mantis artillery, which is anti-station. Although, not as good as it could be. It's great against everybody else, not so good against the Wraith, because the Wraith regenerate. So, it's good against everybody else, really, but the Wraith. And let's build some of these while we're at it. We are going to have to start building space stations to get our unit cap up. In fact, I might start doing that now. Looks like a Tail Manta. It might be based on something like that. I don't actually know what it's based on. I know there are units from the books in here. The Grace cruisers, you know that where the Prometheus goes into a nebula and then gets attacked. Prometheus goes into a nebula because it's been attacked by a like horseshoe-shaped ship or a Ferengi-looking ship, and it loses its engines and only Samantha Carter's left on board. Those guys can actually perform attacks. Those guys exist, and they are as much unpleasantness as they are, you know, elsewhere. But anyway, I'm going to build a couple of stations so we can up our unit count, because we're only 110 at the moment. And that needs to be more than 100. I will just drag everybody in here. 116. Yes, give me more units. Oh, you can now have your... Nice. I don't know why that's so expensive though. It only provides another 100 just like everything else does. But it's more than double the cost, so I don't know. Actually, let's send her down here so that she can build this. I think it only provides another 100. I could be wrong, but we'll see in a minute. Right, how many mantas do we have? We have 1. That's not enough. There we go. How much cash do you provide? The base is 50 at the moment. On only 100, so it's no different than any other extractor, but costs 2.5 times more. I don't get that. And my door has opened itself again. God damn it. You know what? Let's attack over here while we've got the opportunity. These have 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 2 heavy cruisers, and a corvette, which is a decent amount of firepower. Ground unit price is reduced, but with her presence it will reduce even more. Right, open fire.
I make it a practice to trust no one.
We
I do not know.
have some...
Take us to hyperspace.
We have some potential here.
Form the bridge. I make it a practice to trust no one.
Fighters.
I do not know.
Oh, stop. Target the anti-fighter ship. You see, even with these guys attacking and this attacking and Vikings attacking, he doesn't care. Press to pick up the town manta in the terminal. Yeah, I don't think my internet will let me have Discord on.
I do not know.
Because you know what it's like. It goes, "Ew, more than one thing."
No, you were there. No, you were there. No, you were there.
Right, deploy the destroyers.
No, you were there.
And deploy the Queen herself up here, so she can take this guy on one at once. Technically 2 at once.
In this I'm sure.
All fire.
They recently attempted to attack our ship.
There we go.
We don't require, as I've said, Phil, living things to agree with us.
And another
No, you were
cruiser.
there. No, you were there. No, you were there.
What do you call yourself?
I would unsaid.
There we go.
We don't require our Phil to agree with
They're
us.
being destroyed. They're being ripped apart. This fight is going really well.
We don't require
Going genuinely well.
to agree with us.
I have noticed a lack of fighters.
We'll leave as soon as you are
They only
ready.
have 4 fighters, which is kind of not many. Right.
In this I'm sure we are similar. As I've said, all living things must eat.
Go. Send our fighters up this way.
I make
You can
Pegasus
come this way as well.
no
And use your engine boost.
There are many Wraith who
You
hunger.
may begin.
Form the bridge.
Yeah, if those heavy turrets actually hit, they will just explode the
Pegasus,
fighter.
I do not know.
Which is as it should be.
They would open fire on our
Fire, fire. The medium
As
turrets
I've
do a good
said,
enough job.
all living
You may
things
begin.
must eat.
And there we go, victory. That heavy turret just smacked him. One smack and he was gone. Unlike other heavy turrets. Because unfortunately, fighters get hit by other heavy turrets and they don't care. Which is annoying. We're going to have to attack this place. It's a valuable planet, and it unlocks our ability to get over here to the eye of the galaxy, where all these rich planets are. Unfortunately, if we go over here, we have to fight the replicators. So it's kind of a mishmash. Ooh, I'll build an indoctrination camp. And yeah, one of those, because why not? Also build some fighters so I know what I'm walking into. Oh, God. I haven't been coughing all day. And then I start screaming and suddenly start choking. Saying that, I haven't really talked most of the day. I haven't really been speaking most of the day, so I suppose it makes sense.
Very well.
Okay. Let's go. Gonna be another 70 credits, and then half's gonna be 100 credits. We can technically buy a cruiser return at this point.
Form the bridge.
Do what we did last time. If he or the queen dies, it literally doesn't matter, they respawn.
Know you were there. Know you were there.
I do so enjoy.
Oh, that's anti-artillery. Okay, hang on a minute, hang on. Slow down.
Take us to hyperspace.
Speed up. Stop.
We don't require
Maximum firepower.
to agree with us.
I need take us to
Come on, chase him down.
I do not know. I'm afraid I can't take us to hyperspace.
Oh, if you're going to go through there, then I'll
There are
have the
many
fighters
Wraith
for you.
around.
Form the bridge.
Yes. I am sorry.
Yep, fighters destroyed him.
You may
Attack
begin.
over there.
What do you call yourself?
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
She's taking some quite
I
heavy
may
damage.
Take us to hyperspace. No one. Take us to I do not know.
There are many Wraith who hunger.
You may begin.
Much
Maximum firepower.
to agree with us. In this I'm sure we are similar.
Fair enough.
Form the bridge. Take us to hyperspace. Take us to hyperspace. Under these conditions, they will suffer heavy losses.
I am sorry.
You may
Give
begin.
that fighter. Oops. Control error. Yeah, take out their hacker bay. They're down,
We
push
don't
forward.
require much better.
I need
Check out the hacker bay.
no one. I do not know.
Let's Stop missing and hit the hangar bay, please.
Form the bridge.
Could you please, with a cherry on top? Taking a plane in Germany? I mean, why not? Why not, eh?
There are many Wraiths.
You may begin. You may begin. You may begin.
Let's scuffle over here.
I do so.
Deploy the anti-fighter ships.
I do so.
Go down, and...
When
Anti-fighter
fired
flat.
into an enemy vessel,
Done.
the weapon caused explosive decompression in the targeted compartment.
Nice, comfortable victory. Although she did take quite a bit of damage in the meantime. Right. Let's take our ground forces over. Hoth is also a major stronghold by the looks of things. But I really want to take our turrets and then move on to this guy. Yeah, just help when the game loads. Right, let's have a quick nosy at hardware. You've obviously got a starbase there, but what else do you have? Okay, that's a lot. Should I say with one? Yeah. Nah. Leave funny mustache man alone. Yeah, that's 5 battleships, 4 heavy cruisers, 4 regular cruisers, 3... And they have a starbase on top, which isn't shown here, but it's a shipyard here. That's a lot of firepower. That's a lot of dead. That is a lot of dead. So we're going to attack via means of these guys on the ground. Because we can get that 100 credits just by conquering it on the ground. Yeah, I mean, technically we have 1 battleship. What, 5 or 6 of these? Couple of these. Yeah, they also have a starbase, and the starbase will bring in reinforcements during the battle. So yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not going to fight 5 enemy capital ships. Right, you have anti-air turret, don't you? There we go. Oh, their capital ship got taken out. Their shipyard got taken out. This thing has a massive map regeneration, heavy turrets, 2 hangar bays, and a lot of other stuff as well. Oh, Commander, we were able to... Okay, we got another character. This guy, I think... Yeah, I built an anti-aircraft turret. I kind of cheesed it a bit. They only had 2 aircraft on the ground, so I built an anti-aircraft turret. What I may do is I may also build on the ground an anti-capital ship gun, or a ground-to-space weapon. Tech 4. What does Tech 4 actually give me? I don't recall. I don't know if this tech tree has been updated. It has not been up... Oh! Tech 4 gives us these, but does it give us the... Wait, what? Okay, that's out of date. The cheese is strong with this one. I mean, yeah. Why not, eh? Why not? We have... And because these guys won't attack, we can also... I'll leave one in case the Assyrians come and wreck these guys. I'll just leave one group over here. Yeah, not go in there. You go in there. I'll leave one group here, just in case the Assyrians come and decide to smack this world. Why did I move? I forgot, I haven't taken this planet yet. I haven't taken this world yet, and I'm like, oh, moving on. Of course, because this base layer unknown, unfortunately, some planets have basically a stealth bonus, so you can't see what the enemy has. Fair enough. And because they have a stealth bonus... Ooh, they do have commanders, though. Right. Okay, the dogs are going nuts. Oh, I forgot to build some bombers. I could have built bombers, I just forgot to. It doesn't look like they... Oh, hang on, hang on. So... this gale regenerate, just like everything else, yeah. Very slow regeneration, but regeneration nonetheless. Infantry transport beam, that'll do. Take over this place. One benefit of those people down. Right, what does this actually do? Is this artillery? No, this is the anti-aircraft gun. Oops, I thought this was something else. Never mind. Saying that, the anti-aircraft gun can still fire. Which is fortunate, because not everybody can. Stop. Fine. Orbital bombardment. I do like this orbital bombardment. See what I mean? Pretty cool. So this guy's still alive! I'm the I'm dead. Right, I'll pull you back because... Oh, no, never mind. Right, everybody move forward. You go in there, you go in there. I'll just hit the wounded units so we don't actually lose them. Right. Huh. Unless the structure's this way, it's possible. Oh yeah, jamming field. Jamming field down. Is there another structure over here that I just didn't notice? These guys. Be quick about it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Fall back. Orbital bombardment. Nope, we still didn't lose anybody, which is really, really good. You know what? Do not say the G word. Do not say the L word. Do not say the G word. The universe will hear me and will smack me. What? Right. Build one of those. I don't want to build any of this, really. I mean, I will do it later. It's more important that I get stations down so I get a bigger command cap. Or I could spend the money to build... It's 6 grand for level 4 tech. Anybody have a level 1 starbase? Yeah, you two do. Get upgraded. And so does that, actually. Get upgraded. Give me some more command points. I don't know why Hoth is so heavily defended. This planet is going to be a nightmare to fight on the ground. Fighting it in orbit is going to be fine. okay, fighting it in orbit's not going to be fine. Fighting it in orbit's going to be difficult. But fighting it on the ground is going to be a nightmare. We're going to genuinely struggle. We're going to take heavy, heavy, heavy casualties. And before I forget, we need to build some bombers. Here we go. We'll build the fancy bombers. Or the cheap bombers. Let's build the cheap bombers. And add a starbase on top. So we'll be able to do bombing runs, and it gives them some defense should I mess up and they get attacked. Yeah, turns out we can't actually build the planetary defense system until the next tier of tech. I don't want to take this on, but I'm going to have to at some point, so let's do it now, I suppose. Boy, get upgraded. We're making almost 2k a turn.
Very well.
Oh, somebody else joined. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm pretty sure there's gotta be another ship there. They also have a ground cannon. They don't use it often, but I think I have seen it. But that could just be false memory at this point, honestly. Right, let's go. We've got another 50 unit cap to play with. But I would like some larger ships to do that with, because we can't build capital ships here, but we can here. So we can't build the battle cruiser and the hive cruiser. Hive cruiser? Hive. I don't know why I called it hive cruiser. Production of infantry is also faster. And then we've got some other bits and pieces.
I make it a practice to take us to hyperspace. I do not know. Take us to hyperspace.
I can't just... Surely there's not just one hive here.
Take us to hyperspace. I make
Surely it's not just
no
one hive.
I do not know. From the bridge.
Stop. It can't be. Steve, get out there. Steve's got an upgraded Corvette, he's got a sensor. Oh, that's not a sensor, correction. Fate signal. And an anti-focus. Wow, there's only one ship here. Okay. I completely misremembered this fight.
I make it a practice to trust no one. I do not know.
There are many Wraith.
Yeah, check out the hangar bay. Check out the hangar bay so we don't get any more spawns, and then just take out these guys.
What you hope to gain from this?
Come on, Steve, do your job. I'll also bring in some destroyers, because why the heck not at this point? It'll just make the fight go quicker.
I do so enjoy.
No, you were there. No, you were there. No, you were there. No, you were there.
Nice.
What do you call yourself?
They would open
Maximum
fire.
firepower.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
Fire! Fire! There we go.
In this, I'm sure we don't require.
Yeah, she's down to
our
quite a lot of health actually lost there. Oh, that's right. The ground battle is going to be a problem because these are the elite. These are elite warriors. Technically, they're called rebel warriors, but not. They're the same as our elite troops, which is a problem. Because our elite troops are expensive. A, expensive, and B, you know, troublesome. This place, I seem to remember the ground here being a pain in the backside. Yeah, Because you spawn here, the enemy base is here, but then there's normally a structure here as well, so it's kind of a pain. Here's a reinforcement point in the middle of a puddle. You just kind of get wrecked. You kind of get wrecked as you're going along. Going along, singing a song, planting pickles all day long. Oh, we do have the harvester. The harvester's great because it can deploy troops automatically. Speaking of which, let's actually come down to this place. Vidina? Yeah, and let's construct. Because harvesters are really powerful. Genuinely powerful. They've got decent main weapons that could be used as anti-aircraft. But at the same time... I forgot there's also the Chimera, which is a anti-infantry thing. They're gonna be quicker to build here than they are elsewhere, because you can see the percentage going up, whereas that's not really. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for a few of these to be built. Actually, we have 10 on the go. I may not wait until all 10 are done, but I'm gonna wait for a little bit. And then once this is done, we do need to upgrade it. Do I want to build some warriors as well while we wait? You know what? Let's build some elite troops while we wait. Elite troops are going to be expensive no matter what we do. Wreck Uranus. I mean, sure. As long as there's a cutie with the... Ooh, no. Who triggered the replicators? What idiot triggered the replicators? Hang on a minute. Control trains from neutral to Anubis. Defeated on Oran. Oran is over here, isn't it? No. That's Aurelia. It's Oran. Oh. Yeah, that's still booked. Basically, you're supposed to get a bounty for being able to destroy them. It's like there's a world down here. Yeah. This is a bounty world, but you don't actually get the bounty, which is frustrating. Really frustrating. Don't get Uranus wrecked. As long as there's a cutie enough to do it. You see, Wraith hive ships cost, I think, 5,000 by default. I think she brings it down 20%-ish. But yeah, Wraith ships are expensive. Very expensive. Any of you have the capacity for fighter production? I know you do. But fighter production itself is rare. You do, but you're building harvesters at the moment. You see, the thing is, I could drop all these forces. I'm going to need all these forces at some point. So I may as well build them while I've got a lull. Because the rebels will not attack me. The rebels can get attacked, but the rebels will not fight back. So I have time to build my forces. I'm not going to draw it out like, but I do have a bit of time. I do have a little bit of leeway. Actually, you know what? I want to find out what's at those other two worlds. Toronto looks like it's heavily defending. I don't want to get too close to Osiris. That's a problem. That's a problem with going this way. Because this connects over here to the star. But I don't want to get too close to Osiris. What do you got? Yeah. Rebel extractors. Oh, lots of bombers in the air for some reason. we don't know what you've got on the ground, which may be nothing. Actually, if you potentially got nothing on the ground, I'm going to send you to have a look. Done the war, fair enough. Wait, done the war already? Nice. Oh. Well, that's not possible. You know, I'm not going to complain when auto-resolve goes in my favour. Who would complain when auto-resolve goes in their favour? You don't hear me complaining. Civil War and a bribe to Kriegsmarine. I mean, fair enough. Bribes the Kriegsmarine. Wait, how many darts did they... Okay, I'm going to just keep sending these guys one by one until they take that world. Because, you know, I'm all for the cheese. I'm all for the cheese. If it's cheesy but it works, it's not cheesy. Oh, okay. Now their actual forces are there, so I'm guessing that's just going to be their ground forces. Which, if that is just their regular ground forces, I can just take that world. But again, I don't want to risk waking up the Assyrians, because we are not ready for that. Look, I'm fussing over not taking single planets like this with a one defense thing, so I don't want to take... I don't want to... What? Okay, what planetary bonus do you give me? Nothing, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't give me any bonus. Your cash, which is your bonus. This produces commanders, but it's right near Osiris. I don't want to trigger the replicators. We've already triggered the other. Well, somebody's triggered the other replicators. We haven't. Get over there. Get over there. Right, let's. No more messing around. Let's get Arcturus. Let's get it done. Arcanus even. My brain is not braining today. I don't know how Steve takes priority over the Wraith Queen and the Envoy, considering he has 2 heavy turrets and she's in a hive ship. I don't know how that works, and I don't know how the game brains that. Right, I'm gonna save in case something goes horribly wrong. To lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. Wow, 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 wow. The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. I don't know what they have, so I'm going to take this point and I'm going to build a defense turret there, because I don't know what they've got. They could have nothing, or they could have something. Well, they've already got 3 elite troops, they've got commanders. Right, you're being built. And this is going to be my front line, so I'm not, not bothering about. Oh, no, we have confirmation of enemy movement. I want to get the other turret. Bring you over here. Bring you guys over here as well, because you're worshippers. I can't bring vehicles here, I don't... Oh, I can, but I don't want to risk them getting stopped. Okay. I'm just going to regenerate you guys. Come on, oh, it isn't right. Now I'm losing because the heals are going on. Nice, that's good call. Okay, bring everybody here. Deploy these guys. Right, these guys are Wraith worshippers. However, most of them are armed with the regular machine guns. However, these guys are riflemen. And these riflemen are pretty much one shot on most guys. It's probably a good thing that you can't just get a squad of... The Janai have a squad of riflemen. Fog of War. Uh-huh. Yes, there's quite a bit of war. I'm also going to build turrets here. We've lost troops, but honestly, this is going better than it could have done. The real difficult bit is going to be over here. I need to bring the Queen in. Because the Queen has the up bombardment ability. I'm also going to bring in... Oops, that was the wrong game. Let's bring in the Mantis. Oh, by the way, if you find these transports in space, they have their full health, which makes them really stupidly powerful. Right, these guys can deploy turrets.
Prepare the next wave.
Not the Alcash. The other version of the Alcash. The Taltech. Taltech for the goa'uld can infinitely spawn these troops. It's basically the same, but so
Good.
it's obviously 3 low quality
Let
troops,
me be clear.
but it's infinite. You
Is
could
that
literally
understood?
sit there and just spawn troops forever. Right, let's get a move on.
Escort me.
The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine.
I am your queen. Yes.
Plenty other things to
That will be our
spawn some
reinforcement.
troops. Thank you.
Good. Very well. Is that understood?
Oh!
Now. Let me be clear.
Bombers incoming.
I am your queen. Very well.
Antlets. Oh, she needs to get closer. Some bombers,
firing,
other
yes.
bombers.
Not
And actually, while we're doing that, I am going to dismantle. Oops. Can't do it while we're paused. I'm going to dismantle all this to become Mr. Cash. It was worth having them, but because they reduced their losses by quite a bit. However, now
Let me be clear. I want them destroyed.
nope,
I
we
am your
get the one
queen.
guy we meant to. That is done.
Is that
and
understood?
I think the next building's going to be here, if I remember the map correctly. Oh dear.
Prepare the next wave.
Actually, I'll just send you forward because you're quick. If you can get past the troops, you're quick anyway.
Yes.
What's wrong? Not to worry.
Oh, it's stuck. Go. Run.
Good. Now. Escort me.
Bombard.
Let me be clear. Very well.
Okay, we're missing
Is that
something.
understood? Now.
Missing something or someone.
Escort me.
This is where I should have brought in some air support.
Very well.
I don't think there's anything that can spawn down here.
Is that understood?
You know what, let's just take the infantry and run them forward. Let's say it'll be quicker. Anything down here? I'm obviously missing a structure or a person or something. There's got to be something somewhere that I'm missing.
I am your queen.
It could be
Now.
here, actually.
Yes.
Here or here. Oh, I can't select it,
Escort
so
me.
maybe it's there. There's 3 structures on the ground.
Good. Let me be clear.
There we go. They're reset
Now.
outpost. Destroy it.
I am your queen.
If only it would fire like
Yes.
that,
I want them destroyed.
you know, normally. But yeah, look at this thing.
Good.
Die already!
Peacefully.
There we go.
I am your queen.
Victory! And a comfortable victory at that. And we only lost one Wraith warrior. That's because we prepared. If we hadn't have prepared properly, everything would have gone pear-shaped, but we prepared, and so we were rewarded for that preparation. And yeah, we can now produce the weakest level troops for 1 credit. Oh, we can also produce capital ships now. There we go. We can't produce commanders or anything special on this world. It is just literally the regular troops. I'll double check that actually, because I don't want to be wrong about that. I want to be right about that. Nope, it is just the regular troops. But if we take her away, because she's the one giving us a cost reduction at the moment. If we take her away,
taken our fill and gathered our strength.
These guys are at 300, but these guys are at 1. Over here, they're 150, 160. Here, the what? So, very nice. And now we can produce capital ships. At the moment, we can only produce the battle cruisers, but that's fine. That's literally fine. There is no issue with that whatsoever. And yeah, look at how quickly they're being produced. Just...
You waste your time.
Go with monarchist. Excellent. Let's ask him a cup of tea. Right, you... Yeah, you used to be able to build a shipyard here, but you can't anymore. So I'm going to go to the next tier, and we're going to
Very well.
build something important. Which is going to be the actual capital ships. The hives. Did I find out what was in that on that world?
Very well.
For more cash. Just fighters. Right. Not a problem.
When we have taken our fill and gathered our strength.
Ah. The most world tension. Well, that's classic game design for you. Right, let's deal with fighter spam. And what do you have on the ground? Fighters. 2 extractors, and that's fine. Oh dear, pardon me. Sorry about that. If I might
Hello
I think
again.
it did.
You waste your time.
They may rush as one giant group towards me. So I'm the only ship on the field, but on the other hand, I am an anti...
I am the leader.
Nope, it did it automatically. Nice.
When we have taken our fill
Nope,
and gathered our
they
strength.
They didn't fall for it.
I do so enjoy our meals together. I do so enjoy.
Surround the enemy fighters
I do
with
so
anti-fighter ships. Yeah. That is why the flak is one of the most powerful abilities ever. Just all those fighters that they build just erased. Right, and now with our reinforcements, we have many, many, many ground troops now. 13 of them, which honestly isn't that many, but whatever. They were 1 credit each. So, you know, they're literally 1 credit, and we're bringing in, what, 1,800 credits a day? Oh, we also get the Eraser's bugs. Nice. They're technically on our side. That's fine. You can strike us all you want. Stop. Use one that's a problem. They're getting massacred. Okay.
There are many Wraiths. Very well. Very well.
Our fighter versus their fighter. It's the same class of fighter. It's exactly the same fighter. Their fighter has to run away. Okay, we have reinforcements. Nice. Let's bring in some more fighter support. And just some more general troops.
Yes. There are many Wraiths who hunger. Very well. Yes. There are many Wraiths who
I think we just beat the enemy fighters. Nice.
Yes.
Enemy fighters are down.
There are many Wraiths.
Oh, now they're Pegasus. We're gonna lose one. Bombers are incoming. Bombers are incoming. Bombers! Nice.
Yes. Very well. There are many Wraiths. You may be.
We lost a fighter, but who cares? Well, I mean, Now that the troops are there, fighters go over here. I think the enemy, the other facilities over here. It normally is.
Very well. You may begin.
I'm planning on putting up with Britain and Afghanistan. Wanted me to support them. I mean, no. The only question is, are you going to? Sure, let's bring down a bombardment here. Why not? It won't do a lot of damage. Destroy. Courageous bolts. Come on, give me the fighters. Ugh, fine. I will select the fighter manually. Rings. There we go. Ah, yeah, cool. I selected the fighters manually and it still brought me back to the bloody infantry. Oh. Nice. You're not going to support Afghanistan. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Okay, it's a shame it doesn't tell you what structures they lost. But they lost more than that, as you can probably guess. They lost a lot more than that. Right, we'll send the Queen over here and we'll begin building our first capital ships. Well, battle cruisers. They're literally called battle cruisers, even though they're classed as just warships. And then, even though these are more expensive, they're actually worth it compared to these. Although I could get 225 of those, so yeah. Right, let's scrap one of these and then build two. Actually, I don't need to build two. Didn't need to scrap them is what I meant to say. As you can tell, my brain is still failing. Right. As fantastic as it would be to get these worlds, this world especially, because I can produce commanders here, I don't want to get any closer to Osiris. The replicators over here are already starting to move. They're already beginning their conquest of the Milky Way. I do not want to end up in a situation where I get the Assyrians to start attacking me and the other replicators. I don't want to be pincered here. As I say, the rebels will not attack. However, other factions will. So, you know. In fact, I'm going to build defenses here. Not many defenses, but there's almost... if somebody triggers the Alright, I don't want the Alright just smashing through here. Okay, the Alright will smash through here, but you know what I mean. If something goes horribly wrong, I don't... sod it. Sod it! Who are you? I don't... We have no... Oh no, this is empty. Oh, I don't want to trigger the Assyrians. You know what? Let's save it. Let's save the game. I'm paranoid about triggering the Assyrians because they are so powerful. They're ridiculously strong, as they should be. They should be. They were pushed the Wraith to the brink. They're meant to be strong, but I don't want to risk triggering them. They should be strong. That's how they are canonically. That's how they are, you know, that's literally how they are. Please tell me there is... Okay, I can produce fighters here. I can produce ships here. Ground cannon is available. Nice. Oh, and I can produce fighters in orbit as well. Right, well, you're getting one of those. Do I need to build one of these? I think this can produce officers. It says vehicles, but I think it can produce officers. I'll double check. Because there's an officer training facility, but I don't know whether it's... No, it doesn't need that. Okay. Listen to Panzer Kampf. Fair enough. That's Erica. Und das heißt Erika. Oh, Und das heißt Erika. Right. Let's build some bombers and some more fighters. That's Sabaton, by the way. Ah, fair enough. Sabaton has so many songs. I don't keep up with it some of the time. Yeah, I don't want to unlock Osiris. I'm panicking a little bit because we're not ready to take on Osiris. Not ready for the Assyrians, not at all. And yeah, this base increases goa'uld shields galaxy-wide by 20%, which is really nice, actually. You can sort of maybe tell the difference-ish. Right, let's build some bombers. Oh, do I have to build the actual space hangar to get the proper bombers out? I do. Yeah, whatever. As a fighter bombers, so you have the iron bolt ability. Basically, it affects against shields, but these are just stronger in general. Although the downside being they're, you know, just bombers. You know what? Let's separate you back off and let's go back over here. We now have 3 capital ships. Ooh, and now that we've upgraded the tech, we can build our first hive ship. I can't remember what she brings the price down to, though. I know she gives us a cost reduction. I can't remember what it is to. 4,400, maybe? No, 3,000. Okay. That's a much better cost reduction than I thought. But yeah, we're not at the stage where we can produce a capital ship every turn. We get one every 2 turns. Days, technically, but you know what I mean. Turns, days, same thing. And don't forget, at Hoth, there are 5 of them. There are 5 of them, and... Oh yeah, the shipyard's been destroyed because we took the planet from the ground. Speaking of the ground, I could actually build a ground-to-space weapon here to make this fight easier and then scrap it later. I think I'll do that. But not... We won't do that yet, but I will do that in general. Right, you go over there. You come over here.
Very well.
Oh, I should have moved these together. Damn it. Yeah, whatever. Got a decent force together now. We now have 3 hive ships, technically 4 with her. We have 5 Empireatwar battleships, fighters. Obviously, we've got Envoy and Envoy rocks. Oh. And the other danger with going the other side is obviously triggering the Ori, which I really don't want to do. Even the Empireatwar battlecruisers and the shield leech is not very good against the Ori at all. The Ori just go, you're draining my shields? I will regenerate my shields even more. So the Ori vibes. Oh, I've run out of space. Okay, well, we'll build more starbases then. That's not exactly a problem. I don't know why I built those, given that I'm now going to build starbases to increase my unit count. Is there anywhere that needs a... Yeah, you need a level 3. Which we can get next tick. Or next day, even. I'm seriously considering Durandia. Because if the replicators take... The replicators are active because we have the mission for it. We've got the mission for it. They will be alerted when they take this planet. Or if they take this one. They come from the ID Galaxy. They already have access to, I believe, these 2 at the beginning of the map, beginning of the campaign, and they've got access to basically all this. Replicators are a tough fight for the Wraith. They really are. They're not too bad for the humans because the human weaponry sort of hard counters them, ish. But for the Wraith, it's a dangerous fight. Don't necessarily hard counter them, but you know what I mean. They're good. Human weapons are good against the replicators, just like they are in the show. Right, Wraith fleet, 2 of these. What's in orbit of Durandia? I can't remember. I don't remember what's in orbit, so let's have a look. I'll send you over there to build another station. So we can get some more unit cap. And hopefully build another hive. Right. So they have the station in orbit as well. They have 3 hive ships, 2 cruisers, and the station in orbit. They have a breeding station here, which is really good. Field Commander, which is these guys. These guys are really strong. They can take on the... How on earth could I forget what those things are called? The ones in black. Obviously, we've got the SG teams, we've got the rocket troops. I can't remember what the Anubis' special troops. Oh god, what they're called. Call warriors, that's it. so they can take on core warriors. They also have a stun grenade, which is useful, and they increase defense. So our troops not only regenerate, but if they're near a commander, they also get 30% defense as well. And he can stun enemy infantry as well. So, you know, he's really good. Really, really good. So you're being built. And yeah, for the ground as well, all of the this produces troops, this produces troops. The others don't. So it's going to be a hard fight no matter what we do. Technically, I mean, we have more troops than they do, obviously. We have more forces than they do, but we're going to take casualties by doing this attack. I think this is going to be our first time where we actually lose orbital ships, because we haven't lost any ships in orbit yet. This is the first time where we're going to lose orbital ships. Germany is a massive aeronautical industry, and they need to balance it. I mean, yeah, I mean, they had Fokker, and then they had... It wasn't just Fokker, was it? It was Fokker and... Oh, God, what was the other one? Germany had a couple of automotive guys, if I recall. I think there are still some Fokker planes flying around, but I think they're private these days. We'll wait until this hive ship gets built, and then we'll make our attack against Durandia. Oh, but if I attack... I keep second guessing myself. Right, you know what? Screw it. Total ball from the left. We're going to attack Satida. I'm going to double check what the Satidans have, but I think I may attack Satida. Just total. Very nice. We'll take Ronin's homeworld from him. I mean, technically, it's already taken. They have no... Yeah, we can do this. They have their own Mantis, which is going to... Harvester, sorry, which is going to hurt. They have the Mantis anti-aircraft. Yeah, this is going to be a tough fight. But everything we kill on the ground, they don't get any more reinforcements. And they don't have any hive ships in orbit, but they have the orbital structure. So, okay, we're doing that. That's what we're doing. We're going to attack them on... Well, we're going to attack them now, basically. You guys, over here.
When we have taken our form and gathered our strength.
Prepare for a major fight. We'll get the message that the replicators have entered the galaxy. They normally enter via Valhelm. Ignore that, because that is basically a symbol saying, hey, you can build capital ships cheaper here. That's a lie. You can't build, and no faction can build capital ships here. Nobody can. So it's a complete lie. No fact. It says, hey, capital ships are 20% cheaper, but you can't build capital ships there. So it's, you know, like, hey. Which is frustrating, because you can actually get a decent level of starbase there as well, but you can't build any capital ships. Right, do I want... No, I want Envoy in the front. Right. So, we have 5 Wraith hive ships, we have 7 of the destroyers, we've got another 5 of the Aratus battlecruisers, we have 6 Harbingers, which are, you know, technically the light cruisers from the show, or just the Wraith cruisers. We've got 5 of those. We have some bombers. Technically, we have 6 hive ships if we include the Supreme Queen, and we are going to get ourselves a unique commander by doing this.
You waste your time.
So there we go. As I say, the starbase will summon reinforcements, and that's what I'm scared of. I can't, because the problem is I can't remember what reinforcements the starbase summons. I'm pretty sure it's heavy stuff though, and a lot of fighters. Obviously, because they're the Wraith, they've got a lot of fighters. They always have fighters. But yeah, we can already see on the map.
I make it a practice to trust no one I do not know. Form the bridge.
Here we go. Now everybody's moving back, which is nice.
I do not know. Take us to
Actually, you know what?
Take us to hyperspace.
Pause. Attack their engines.
Take us to hyperspace.
And because you have the improved engines, you can catch up with these guys. Destroy them.
Yeah.
Right, you're already under attack by a mantis. Okay, that's fine. That's expected. A Wraith Queen. Right, let's deploy our own
Such is
mantises.
the nature of our being.
Know you
And
were
let's
there.
deploy
Know you were there.
these
Know you were
guys.
there. Know you were there.
Enemy cruisers are incoming.
To hyperspace. Take us
Fine.
to hyperspace.
Oh, here we go. This is the unique guy. He has an additional cannon, and he also can debuff the enemies while increasing his own firepower. So he's actually pretty strong. We'll bring the Wraith Queen in because she has additional firepower.
Form the bridge.
You're destroyed. Obviously it's Envoy, so he doesn't care how much damage he takes.
I make it a practice.
Target their engines.
I do not know.
Maximum firepower. Target the unique guy. Cruisers.
Form the bridge.
Target that cruiser. 2v1.
We'll leave as soon as you're ready.
Oh, more reinforcements. Oh, there's an Arachnis battle cruiser under us. Okay, that's a problem.
I make
Why
us
are you coming over here when I told you to attack
I
this
do
guy?
not know. I'm
Change
afraid
fire.
Take us to
Target.
hyperspace.
Target the Corvette. Preserve our fighters. No, his
Take
engines,
us to
please.
hyperspace.
Save our fighters.
Take us to hyperspace.
His engines are destroyed.
Take us to
And now he's just going to get destroyed in general. Come on,
Take us
over here. Oh, attack there.
I make it a practice.
Fire.
I do not know.
Red Queen. All kind of weapons. Yield. Target their engines.
Take us to
Down. Go. Push the advantage. We've lost something because I don't know what we've lost, but we've lost something. We lost the destroyer. Right, enemy fighters are starting to overwhelm us. Mantis. Target this guy.
I make it a practice.
Maximum firepower. Push forward. Push forward. Push forward. Oh, you're hostile. You're not one of mine.
We'll leave as soon as you're ready.
Form the bridge. Take us to hyperspace.
I'm trying to control the ship that's not mine. Okay, we're down another destroyer.
Take us to hyperspace. Take us to hyperspace.
They're not going to do much. I'm going to bring them in anyway. I want to preserve as many of our capital ships as we can.
I do not know.
You continue to strike
Fire
this
into
guy.
and intercept the weapon
You
called
two strike this guy. All hard weapons. Yeah, this is the end of the Stargates. They've got 2 heavy batteries. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 light batteries and then 6. Oh, it literally says so. 6 light batteries, 6 mediums, and 2 heavy. And then a shed ton of health.
I make it a
Massive
practice.
amount of health.
I do not know.
We'll leave as soon as you're ready.
Maximum firepower.
They recently attack our
Pile of weapons.
I make it a practice. Take us to hyperspace.
Bring Envoy in.
I do not know.
You guys. We need to reduce their fighters so target their hangar bays. Mantis, you can now start attacking the enemy directly. Take out their heavy turrets. Actually, correction, take out their medium turret there. Start at the front. Stop.
I make it a practice. No. I do not know.
Again, power the weapons. Blast the destroyer. seems we have more forces over this side, so part of weapons. Again, I don't want to bring in any of the heavy stuff yet.
Take us back.
Simply because I don't want to waste it. If I can lose some of the light stuff, which I can replace easily, then let's lose the light stuff.
There are
Oh,
many
there we
Wraith.
go.
You may begin.
Target the heavy turrets.
What do you call
We'll leave as soon as you're ready.
You, push forward. There, we've broken them.
to agree with us?
All powder weapons, come on.
This I'm sure you will find.
All powder weapons. You guys move forward.
I make
And always doing his thing.
no one.
What do you call
Their flankers are moving. Alright. We're taking losses, but that was expected. There was no way we were going to do this fight without taking losses. Right, give us surface before we spread attack even. It's not hard effective against camera or whatever.
There are many Wraith.
Random scout,
to agree with us?
They will come.
fire,
I make it practice.
powder weapons, oi, powder weapons, envoy, come back.
We don't require our food.
Okay,
Agree with us?
we've lost multiple of the heavier destroyers, but
I'm afraid I can't.
there we go, victory. I don't know how many ships we lost quite a few. That went smoother than... Oh, okay, we lost 4. Honestly, that's not too bad. Considering what we're up against. But I didn't want to bring the hive ships in because I didn't want to risk losing them. Hive ships are expensive. Very expensive. So we lost about 1.5 hive... In terms of cash, we lost about 1.5 hive ships worth. So it's not terrible. Right. Oh, Alice Spock defeated. That guy's defeated. Change from Tori to Anubis. Fair enough. Did you have fighters? No, but you did have the anti-fighter thing. So let's not bring in fighters. Let's just bring in the harvesters. I'll also bring the Wraith Queen in and more harvesters. When we see the enemy harvester, we will use the Red Queen's bombardment ability
I
to
am
destroy
sorry.
it.
What's wrong?
I am sorry.
That will be our
Because why
reinforcements.
risk our own when we can just drop another bombardment on
Good.
their heads? Alright, push forward. There's something we can catch over here.
Let me be clear.
Hey, Andre.
Very
It
well.
has been a while. How are you doing? Don't see you very often. How's
What's
life
wrong?
treating you? Oh,
I have your queen. Is that understood?
they're already starting to attack. Nice.
I am sorry.
What's
Come
wrong?
on, use your heavy cannon.
I am sorry.
Nice.
This way.
That's why we took over that particular facility. Come on,
Yes,
you can do it.
we will.
More troops, please.
That's what's wrong.
Yes, now.
A tiger
Escort me.
or a mouse?
Very well.
Right, you guys fire.
Keep firing. Is that understood?
Come on, please, please hit, please hit, please hit. Oh, there's a delay, there's a delay. Doesn't matter, it worked. Oh, the Land Cruiser P. You know what? I'm going to Google what that is. My voice seems a bit quiet. Is that any better? It might be because I'm coughing a bit. Oh, I could turn it up slightly. Is that any better? Might be because I'm coughing a bit. Oh, that's the thing with the Scharnhorst guns. That's the thing with an 11-inch gun strapped to it. Okay. Right, good to... Anyway, good to know.
Let me be clear, now.
That will be our reinforcements.
Stop. Drop those. Hopefully the bombing run will... Please, bombing run. Start the bombing run! No. A literal land battleship. I mean, you can't blame them for the ingenuity.
I am your queen.
Obviously, like, no bridge is ever going to be able to take that. But, you know. Stop, fire. You guys.
Not anymore. Good.
What about... You know what? Drop an orbital bombardment on the heads. One survived. The commander himself survived. Right, let's go. The Queen versus the commander.
Is that understood?
Attack!
Now. I am your queen. I want them destroyed. Escort me. Keep firing.
Okay, she's not actually attacking. Why are you not attacking?
Now.
That's weird. This is the only nation that... I mean, yeah. Also fair. Yeah, and we have the guy we defeated has now been taken as our ally. Nice. And Satida can also build capital ships, so that's double nice.
Very well.
Let's recon this and we'll have go at attacking. I think my microphone's also moving away from me as I'm talking, which doesn't help. Oh, you have that Rebel sensor array. But apparently nothing in orbit, so let's test whether there's actually anything in orbit. Oh, first of all, let's build a couple of those. An indoctrination center. Actually, let's build 3 of those. An indoctrination center. One of those. One of those. If we get the shopping list, we may as well, you know, get all the pretty things, including multiple fighter bays. Nope, there really was nothing in orbit. Nice. Can you do a Fall of the Republic playthrough? I'm not sure. There's a lot in Fall of the Republic that I don't really enjoy that much. A lot of the additional mechanics that they play, I just don't get on with. They've gone kind of... They've kind of gone overboard with the map. If it's the one I'm thinking of, they've kind of gone overboard with the map and the mechanics. Is it the right one?
The balance of the force has been...
Nope, that's a cinematic trailer. That's not what
come
I'm
along
after.
with some other changes to how mission targets are selected. There's still some other changes to be made here.
I kind of like some of the other bits for the simplicity. Well, not necessarily the simplicity, but straightforward. Whereas there's a lot about these that I would have to learn and go through.
I did a standalone video on how this works before,
so I don't know.
That rather than.
So I really don't know. I'll probably try it offline. Saying that, I've already favorited it, so I may have favorited it to have a look at it. That being said, provenance of... Yeah, there's a lot of specific units. It's a bit like the... Oh god, what was the other... The one that I covered before, that's had a major expansions done on it. So I'll have a look, but I can't outright say yes because I'm genuinely unsure. I'm not sold on it, so I can't say I will do it, or I can't say I will or I won't do it. I'm not sold on it, is all I can say. Well, easier in terms of, you know, they haven't added a massive other mechanics over the top. Sometimes I don't mind other mechanics, but there's so many mods go overboard with it, in my opinion. They add a couple of new mechanics and then they just go absolutely nuts with it, and it just overcomplicates things to the point where it's not as much fun. At least in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people out there that disagree with me. Okay, well that's some of the fights. Okay, never mind, that's not some of the fighters, that's all the fighters they can do. Guys, why aren't you moving? Oh, don't tell me they're stuck. They're stuck, okay. That's not good. If I order you to go over here, no. If I order you back here, nope, they're stuck. Damn it. Compartment. Come on. Nice. But yeah, I'll give it a go offline and see what I think. Because some of these mods, they overcomplicate it so much that it takes the fun out of it for me. I don't know if that specific one does, but I know some of them do. They add so many other mechanics that I'm just left feeling sort of, ugh. There we go, that's dealt with. You guys have a bombardment. Ooh, that was me.
Good. Is that understood? Now!
Yeah, I don't like it when you survive by bomb, but hang on, what's this? Reduces damage and... Yeah.
Let me be clear.
Okay. Where are you? Why can't you...
I am your queen.
If you're in here, why can't you also... Okay, well, that was a nice fight. And another world has fallen. I don't think there are any actual benefits of this moon base, aside from a little bit of command cap. Speaking of command cap, let's continue to add new stations. Yeah, you just get all the updates, don't you? Charming. Anyway, we've lost enough that we can start building more capital ships now. Or at least we can build 2 more. There we go, 3. What I might do is I might do what I did before and go the long way. Because these are really valuable worlds. I mean, 150, 150, 150, 150. So just in that, there's what, 600? Just in that. That's not even considering that we can build mines on this world. The problem is we're going to have to fight the replicators, and the Wraith are weak to the replicators, because the replicators have... Oh, what's the ability called? It's like, a nano ability that basically allows them to take over ships. The Wraith are really vulnerable to it. So we'll basically be putting ourselves against an enemy that we're ultimately vulnerable to. On the flip side, it means we get a stupid amount of cash. Or we could keep Daronia intact as a buffer to basically anybody else. And we could push for maybe Atlantia or this world here to go through the void and then into the quadrant here, which we could start attacking Earth, which is where obviously Earth is worth 500, just like our homeworld is. So we have options, but none of the options are particularly glamorous. It's all just hard slog the whole way down.
When we have taken our fill and gathered our strength.
Well, that's just classic. The invasion has begun. I said the sound of the sound of raging guns. You know what? Since you're there, let's move over to here, build some more troops. Let's get some of the elite troops going. They're way more expensive, like, but I don't care. They're worth it. I mean, you could argue, hey, 100 more of these troops is good, but you can only bring so many into the battle anyway, so... Wrong song? Ghost Division. What? That's not the wrong song, surely. Earlier the name Ghost Division. They are the Panzer Elite. Yeah, they're the... Oh, was I singing something out loud that was different to what was going on in my head? Which is not the first time. Why is that there? Yeah, me. Oh, nice. Got another subscriber. Don't know who you are, but thank you. Because it hasn't told me. It doesn't always. But apparently I've got up a subscriber, which is nice. And we are once again broke. It's not the ground it's not the orbit. Well, saying that the orbit is going to be a problem in itself, but it's also going to be the ground that's going to be a problem, and we're going to need a lot of troops for the ground. Actually, I'll cancel production of that and I'll build another Eratus, because the Eratus has the shield draining, and some of, not all, but some of the capital ships fielded by the actual replicators have shields, so it may be worth bringing them. Actually, we've only got, what, a couple of... There we go. We're now capped on everything again. Oh, we've already got troops that are pouring into there. Whoops! And once these are finished production, I will then scooch over. Right, let's take these over the other side of the galaxy.
There are interests which must be served.
Oh, it's so slow. There we go. As I say, we're going to take pretty serious losses from the replicators. At least that's what I'm expecting. I'm not expecting this to be easy. I'm expecting casualties. Wide scope of casualties. Because that night launcher is no joke. And they also have heavy, heavy anti-fighter protection. And then even saying that, we've still got to get through Duronia. At Duronia, we can build the weapon that's on the ground. However, there's a bug. As the Wraith, we cannot use that weapon. We can build it, or at least we could build it in the last patch. But we can't fire it, which is incredibly frustrating because it's an expensive piece of kit that we then can't use. So yeah, I was not pleased when I found that out. They weren't quite tears, but it was not good. Right. Because of the nature of this fight, I am going to save. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get him. Let's get it done. I'm pretty sure one of the worlds down here as well contains a general, and then somewhere around there's also Michael, but I can't remember. I think he's over here. I think. Right. And yeah, you can see the wreckage of Wraith ships just
Form the bridge.
over here. There's also some ancient ships on the battle, Wraith ships just mixed in. Right, which way are they going to go? Because when they start moving, it'll be... Oh, they're not. Okay, charming. They're sticking by their base.
Take us to hyperspace.
Well, that's not what we wanted. That is not what we wanted at all. Did not want them to stick by their base. That guy's going to take damage going through here, but his regeneration is so cool. Ooh, stop. Wow, I thought his regeneration would keep up with that. It has not. Jeez. Obviously, they have upped that since last batch.
There are many
Whoops.
Very well.
I make it a practice to take us to hyperspace. I do not know. Take us to hyperspace. Take us to hyperspace.
Oh.
Yes.
Actually, I don't want you to get any closer. Stop. I want you to regenerate because I did noopsie by doing that. I've just heavily damaged one of my major players. Right, you guys. Okay, this is not going to be pretty. This is not going to be pretty.
Take us to hyperspace.
Just to try and take some pressure off the capital ships when we bring in the hives.
Take us to
It's literally just to protect the hives. Oops, not you. I said not you, thank you.
There are increases which must be considered. There are increases which must be
You only bring in 3 hives, that's not
I
brilliant.
make it a practice to trust
That means
no one.
technically they've got more firepower than we do.
Form the bridge. Take us to
Right,
hyperspace.
go forward.
Take us to hyperspace.
Powder weapons. I mean, if you guys can attack that, that's great. You two can attack this guy in the engines, that's great as well. His engines are down, good, go for his hangar bay. You guys, go for the hangar bay. Get the engines and then the hangar. You push forward. You push forward a little bit, you push forward. Fighters.
Form the bridge. Take us to hyperspace. I make it a practice.
All fighters.
I do not
Target the hangar bays. Hangars down. Target the other hangar.
Form the bridge.
I think we already lost the cruiser, that's fine.
I make it
These are literally here to absorb the... These are here to absorb the aggro from the other ships. So if these die, that's expected. They're just here to absorb aggro. Right. Target the station. Yeah, sorry. Target the station so it can bring in anybody else. Right, you guys. Mantas.
Such would be the nature of our
Bring the Mantas in. Oh, we lost somebody else. That's fine. Bring a destroyer. We have the numbers. Also bring you in as well. And sorry, bring the Queen in as well. There we go.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
There are many rings.
You may begin.
You lost another, that's fine.
Fire into an enemy vessel. The weapon caused
Sorry, target.
We will leave as soon as you are ready.
Fire. Everybody target this ship. You two target this. You get in here.
Much better.
Where are you?
I need to practice. No, I do not know.
He's starting to take damage. Which is not good. Okay. Enemy cruiser down. Enemy hive down. Right, push in.
There are many Wraiths.
Take out those heavy turrets. Push in.
We don't really
Come on, move.
to agree with us.
What is this?
Right. Enemy forces are enemy defenses are down anyway. Go, go, go. All
We will
power.
leave as soon as you are ready.
As I've said, all living things must
That
eat.
was nice. I don't know why. I can see it now that it's been mentioned, Adre. I can actually see it in the microphone actually not picking up stuff. I can see it. I can see it in OBS. Right. Since we have these, I'm actually going to send some out just to have a look.
Very well.
Right, so yeah, rifleman squads. These are really, really, really strong.
Very well.
Oh, there's nobody there. That's not right. I mean, I'm going to take advantage, but that's not right. The heck is there nobody there? There's people in the next one. I don't understand why there was nobody there. I mean, good on them. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, nothing unique. So let's just build the other starbase. Oh, I will actually spend the money to just give them the anti-fighters. Just in case. Nah, sorry, I need that money. Right. This is where things go wrong. This is where everything goes wrong. Get a harvest, get a mantis on the ground.
What's wrong? Prepare the next wave.
I am sorry.
Oh, you were meant to get in there. Because the enemy will try and get in there as well.
What's wrong?
I am sorry.
That will be our reinforcements. What's wrong? Prepare
Come
the
on,
next wave.
deploy more troops, please. Thank you. I hope that was everybody. I'm actually going to build up the defences here, just in the event that that wasn't everybody. This will do the rear tank and the lead defences here. And it works. Right, fall over here.
This way.
Oh, enemy troops. Okay, good job. Yep, it's fine. Is there anybody here? Just double check. Nope, nobody's attacking us, so I think it's safe. Right, let's go.
I am sorry.
Deploy more troops. Right, over here. Okay, so we can actually have an orbital view. So. Oh. Okay, you're welcome to that. Right. We'll blow this up. This is the thing that's scary.
What's wrong? That will be our reinforcements.
Oh, we killed some of the commanders. Nice. Did very little to the structure itself, though.
I am sorry.
Not to worry. What's wrong?
Right. Capture that reinforcement point. This is going a lot better than it could have done.
This way.
This is genuinely going a lot better than it could do. This is one of those times where things go really, really well for really good reasons.
What's wrong? Prepare the next wave.
This is
I am sorry.
Yes, we will.
Go. Nice. Very nice. I like that. Actually, audio. Let's bring down the sound effects a little bit.
What's wrong?
Okay.
This way.
And we know this commander's here because we can see him there. I think they died. Nice. Very close to destroying it, but not quite. Commander's dead.
I am sorry.
Yes.
And victory. As I say, this is one of the places where I'm actually going to leave these defences rather than scrapping them. Because if this place falls, we're in trouble. So, one of the few times I'm actually going to leave it alone. A shipyard. Those. It's frustrating. It gives us the option to have the pulse cannon, but as the Wraith, we cannot fire this. I've tried. It won't work. So... sod it. Let's just have all fighters being produced here. I mean, I could produce... Yeah, sod it. Let's do that. The annoying thing is they have the Wraith. Yeah, the DNA didn't appear. Basically, there was a building that we saw. I think it's called a cultivation building. It basically allows us to, you know, build commanders. The only other option is here, but I don't want to risk waking the Usurans because we're not ready for that. So I'm basically scuppered. On the bright side, if we do get attacked in orbit, we now have a fair number of defences. And we have 14 grand to our name as well, which is very nice. But we don't have a lot in terms of... well, things to build, really. I know what, since cicadas all the way down here. I am going to just slap that on it as well. Taking these two works will just make things easier to transport troops over, but yeah. So at the moment we've got to go all the way around the long way. Got to go all the way around the long way, but on the flip side, we have to deal with all this. Again, I could put an orbital cannon in. I could use an orbital cannon. It's not like I'm against cheese, but it's resources that we wouldn't really get back. Once you build it and use it, you're not really getting those resources back. So, yeah. And this is also a good stopping off point, really. Because we've been going 2 hours and 31 minutes, so... actually, we'll go a little bit further. We'll go a little bit longer. I can't remember where I get the commander from. I think here, and one of these worlds contains Michael. It might be the Alpha site. Or it might be Orlan. I think it could be Orlan. I actually made a screenshot of where it was, but I don't recall. I'll just do that to bring up the screenshots. And yeah, they also had a shipyard on the ground, which we don't get. You know what? Quick change of plan. We'll have one final fight, and we'll fight the Janai. We'll have one final battle against the Janai. We'll take this world just to secure it. As I say, there's only 3 ships there. Obviously, the Janai fighters are dangerous. I'm not going to say they're not, because they are. Janai fighters are some of the strongest in the game, and I don't know why. They just are. They have missiles. They also have autocannons. So they're just randomly strong.
Very well.
Janai ships are unshielded except for Collier's ship. He has shields. But the rest are unshielded. Design the Panzer II, but unable to afford the design. Fair enough. I mean, anything new is always expensive. It's just kind of a rule of thumb, isn't it?
No, you were there.
What do you want to know?
Bringing our heroes.
We'll
Apparently I have 2 Wraith Queens.
I'm sure we are
That's odd.
We don't require to agree with us.
Steve, if you would kindly do your thing. Thank you.
Very well.
Right, find them, basically.
Your world much better.
There they are.
Many Wraith.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
Stop. Maximum firepower. Engines first. Oh, fighters have wiped out all our fighters. Oh, no, they haven't. They're just over there randomly. Okay.
I entered. It is a good start. The nation
I may be the practice.
Come on, you can do it.
What do you want to know? What's the time?
he has actually a medium plasma battery. The ownership of his class that does.
Form the bridge. I make it practical.
Fire!
To agree with us.
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
Oh, self-destruct, which did nothing.
They recently attempted to attack our
We
ship.
don't require. You must feel hunger to agree with us.
Oh, God. I can't stop coughing. Oh, God. Oh, God. Just... Oh, unpleasant. Deeply unpleasant. Just could not stop coughing there. Right. We'll do the ground attack on this and then we'll call it a day. God, because my throat is, you can probably hear me, I'm really raspy. I also forgot to take a thumbnail, which is not good. Oh, God. Oh, not again. Oh, dear. Yeah. Definitely going to call it after this fight. We'll drop some bombers. Oh, no. We'll drop some fighters. Oi! Forgot. It wouldn't let me click there for a second. But yeah, we'll call it after this fight because as I say, I keep having to pause. You can probably hear it in my voice. I've gone really raspy. Can't stop coughing and I don't know why. But it's not fun. Yeah, so we'll use the fighters rather than the bombers. Right, the problem with this is there's always the option for this war to be attacked by somebody else. Ah, it just shows me the enemy troops. That's annoying. That's super annoying. Oh well.
There are many Wraith who hunger.
You may begin.
it won't show me my own titles. That's really annoying. Select unit, click on it. The camera is not cooperating today. I'm trying to take a thumbnail, but it's not. The camera's just not cooperating. Nah, that can't count. Damn it! Oh, we have Todd. Okay, that was worth it. We have Todd. Todd has his own capital ship. It won't show. He also has a reinforcement beacon for the ground. Ah, well, I'll have to watch back the stream and do a thumbnail for the next one. Anyway, I think with how I keep having to pause to choke, and I have been streaming for the last few days straight, so I think my voice has kind of paid the price for my my return to my old streaming schedule. My voice has paid the price as I've been choking and having to mute. So I'll give myself tomorrow off, and then the day after we will play this again. So, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you... Oh, hang on. The commander has one set in... I almost didn't read that. Conquer Earth and eliminate them and the entire Milky Way. Okay. Nice. Atlanteans and their homeworld. Well, I'm not going to complain about conquering Earth. Anyway, yes. Thanks everybody for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, let me know. If you didn't, tell me why. If you have any suggestions on where we're going, I plan to go to the Ida Galaxy to fight the replicators next stream. But you can tell that I'm used to doing this on hard mode, can't you? The problem is, as I said before, the last couple of times that I played on hard mode and we've streamed on hard, things have gone. We've had an update, and I've lost the series. So you know, now we're streaming on normal, and you can tell the difference. But yes, thanks everybody. It's been nice to see people coming in and out. It's pleasant. So yeah, bye guys.